Yo, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you'll be notified every time I upload. Um, Up, man. Waiting on these few lines to drop. Man, early bird gets the worm, man. They're not, it's just, they just, I can't, I don't know how long I can wait. They're not dropping these lines. Today, all the pitches that I gave up earlier, they hit, man. All the pitches, well, all the outs prop hit. Everybody hit their outs prop. It was about five pitches. That was what's up. I took three of them, but I did miss on the strikeout prop for two of them. I want to say, but it is what it is. Um, but today, let's just get right into it, man. We got a bunch of games. I might do I'll probably do like a YouTube short or something like that, or a Facebook. Where it's important to it's important to like the channel, like the page or whatever. Because I might whatever I do, I might post on the page or YouTube, whatever case may be. But might not share it around all around the place because I'll be busy, man. But at the end of the day, let's get to it, right? MLB. Um, Boston Red Sox at Cleveland Gardens here. We got an over under 8 in this spot. Didn't really nail down the side for this game, whatever the case may be, but definitely looking at bats here. You could definitely look at if it ain't broke, don't fix it, man. Josh Naylor has been on one. Bo Naylor has been killing it as well. Jose Ramirez, we all know who he is. He's just Jose Ramirez, but Josh Naylor, even if you want to take it for a hit, be my guest. Everything is looking good, man. Hard hit percentage, X-Wo buff, expected slug. What I like is the low strikeout rate, man. 11.2, the low K rate right there. I really like that. So that's just, he's making contact, things of that nature. But I ain't going to hold you guys up on this one here. First game on the docket. I don't know which way I want to go as far as the side, right? Philadelphia Phillies at Cincinnati Reds. Now, and this one here is one that I do want to target. We got an over under 9 in this spot. We got Sanchez on the mound. We got Abbott on the mound. We already know most of the time that this ballpark, Great American Ballpark, is one of small ballparks there. We produce a lot of runs here. Normally it comes out at 9.5, but with these two pitchers on the mound, it's come out at a solid 9. So that's something to keep in mind. I want to back Sanchez in some shape, form, or fashion, but I'm waiting on the lines to come out. I did just see a 5.5 strikeouts, and I think that's possible for him to do, right? I think it's possible here for him to do 5.5 strikeouts, and I like to bet outs a lot, right? So I don't see his outs on neither one of the books. So I want to, if his outs come out at 16.5, I think I'm going to take a stab at it, okay? So at 17.5, I think I'm going to take a stab at it. I lean towards the over strikeouts for him. He did give these guys 8 strikeouts last time these two teams played. He's got a 10 strikeout game versus maybe is that might be Minnesota. I'll show you guys this game log real quick. Don't want to waste too much time, but we can get right to it, right? Because I got a few other things I need to show off. And at the end of the day, this is just free help. You know what I'm saying? Showing my process, things that I do, how I do things. I just want people to learn, 5 inning pitch, back-to-back games, he went 6 innings. That's a good thing to see. 8 strikeouts the first game versus these guys, 6 strikeouts versus Pittsburgh, and then 10 strikeouts versus Colorado Rockies, right? So the K's are there. He's a lefty. Left hand versus left hand pitching. You can look at left hand pitching. Check out some of these numbers right here. Versus left hand pitching. Strikeout wise, this team, Cincinnati, is 13th at 23% with 106 WRC plus. Yeah, so hey, I lean towards the over outs for him. Couldn't talk you off his strikeouts. I'm fine with all of that, right? So it is what it is, okay? Next game on the docket here, we're going to be looking at Milwaukee Brewers at Pittsburgh Pirates here. We got an over under 8.5 in this spot. Now in this spot here, I don't know who's going to be on the other side, right? I thought it was, I don't know, man. Thought it was going to be, I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe Miley, I don't know. But We got Bailey Falter on one side, so that's one thing we already know. Anytime a guy like Contreras, both of the brothers, if they can get a lefty on the mound, I'm gonna target them, right? So I'll be look. We got Bailey Falter here. He's a lefty. The pitch mix, man. I look into a few pitch mixes, here and there. So I'll show you guys what I was looking at, right? So right now, 55% of the time Falter is throwing that four seamer, right? He's pitching it pretty good right now. 91 miles an hour, 230 expected batting average on that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, right. But on the flip side, we can look at Contreras, right? And it's going to be one of my favorite bats today, and I'm showing you how I'm getting there. Versus that fastball this year, his batting average on that at 474, 737 slugging, 15% K rate down. Expected batting average at 350, and then expected slugging is at 648 with a 75% hard hit rate. Now, that sinker, that slider, and that curveball, small sample size, but he is cracking them, right? Bailey Falter, back to him again. That sinker, the slider, and that fastball. That curveball. He's throwing them all, and Wilson Contreras is hitting them all. Looking at some of the numbers last year, these are numbers from him last year. That fastball, he was batting 339, 292 versus that sinker, 314 versus that slider, right? 516 slugging, 453, and 610 slugging, right? So he's got a chance. He's got a chance, right? So that's one of my favorite bats today. I'm just going to show you guys that, and I'm going to keep it moving. Los Angeles Dodgers at Washington Nationals. I did the same shit here. We got over under 10. We got Patrick Corbin. It's Corbin Day, right? Then we got Paxton on the mound. One thing I'm going to say about this team here, this Washington team, I do target two bats versus lefties here. One bat that I target all the time versus lefty, and it's going to be Lane Thomas. But I don't know if I'm going to get to Lane Thomas today, right? I don't know. You can also look at Riley Adams. Those are two bats that I look at versus lefties here. Lane Thomas, I think he's 1 for 3 versus Paxton. And then Riley Adams, I don't think he has no bats against him. Now, next, versus left-hand pitching. This Washington team surprisingly striking out in only 254 plate appearances, but 24% K rate, good for number 9 in the league. What's terrible was that 65 WRC plus. That's bad, right? So what that's leading me to believe is I probably want to try to back Paxton, maybe his outs. I don't know what his outs going to come out at. I could take a look and see where he's been going, how far he's been going into the how many innings he's been going, things like that. I could probably get a ballpark number, but the book's taking all that into consideration right now. Taking a look at his game log here, he has won 6, one of his games, he went 5. If his outs come out at 15, 14 and a half, I'm taking it, right? Might think about 6, who knows, right? He does have a walk problem here. Looking at some of his StatCast numbers and stuff like that, that walk rate is not good, right? When you got a team that can be patient like Washington, their walk rate is not good. However, on the flip side, we got Patrick Corbin. It's Corbin Day, right? I've already lined up my motherfucking Dodgers. Number 1, Ohtani at the top. 1A. 1B, Mookie Betts. Now, the third bat is going to be, believe it or not, it's going to be Will Smith. Then Freddie Freeman. But you can take Freddie Freeman, put him at 3, 2, or 1 if you think he's hot, right? Because he did just go berserk in one of these games. So Freddie might be coming around, right? At the end of the day, giving them Dodgers money line parlays, run line straights, I probably won't be messing with it. Maybe a money line parlay or something like that, but it is what it is. I like them Dodgers, though. I like them Dodgers bats more than anything. I'll be taking those bats. Detroit Tigers at Tampa Bay Rays. We got an over under 8 in the spot. Tampa Bay Rays minus 152 favorites here. And Another guy, right? Here's a guy that I'm looking at for strikeouts, right? Ryan Pepoy, or however you want to say his name. So right now on FanDuel, you don't have strikeouts out. For him, on ESPN Bet, I've seen strikeouts out. I think I've seen that 6.5. Now I'm gonna have to consider taking this strong lean towards the over there. Strong lean towards the over there, right? At 6.5. You get a minus 125 favorite to the over right now. I think he's hit this number 2 out of his last 3 games pitching, maybe 2 for 4, whatever the case may be. But we can take a look and see what he's been doing, right? Ryan Pepoy, however you want to say it. But let's get to it. Checking out his game log. He's hit this number. He's hit this number 2 of his last 3 games. This game here versus San Francisco Giants, he missed it on the hook. He won 6 innings, 2 games, 2 of his 4 games. So I like that. Going up against this Detroit Tigers team, I do like that, right? His strikeouts or his outs. So right now, Detroit Tigers are 7th in strikeout percentage at 24.9 versus right-hand pitching with an 88 WRC plus. If you just got to look for some bats on the Detroit side, I always target Riley Green and Kerry Carpenter versus righties, but I won't be targeting them this time, right? I'm going to back Tampa Bay in this one here, moneyline parlays, run line straights. Maybe might take the money line and maybe 5 or 6 Ks for Pepoy to knock some of that juice off of there and just take it like that and just do away with the 1.5. I'll be looking. Tampa Bay should be looking to get their lick back today versus after what Scubo did to their ass today. So we'll see. At the end of the day, I got interest in Pepoy outs, strikeouts, money line Tampa Bay, right? So that's what I'm looking at right there. Next game on the docket we're going to be looking at is going to be New York Yankees and the Oakland A's. You know what? I like Soto. I looked at the numbers versus the pitch mix. Paul Blackman has been okay. Didn't check his splits or nothing like that though. You know what I'm saying? Because his splits probably say otherwise, but he's been pitching okay. I've been looking at Soto here. You could take him for a hit. You could take his walk. Whatever you want to do, it is what it is. At the end of the day, I guess, right? Atlanta Braves and Miami Marlins, right? Trevor Rogers on the mound, Max Fried on the mound. Somehow does the Atlanta team keep backing Max Fried? He has been giving up runs, but I ain't gonna say that's neither here nor there, but we got 2 lefties on the mound. And I'm just looking at the bats right now. So 3 bats what I was looking at, right? And I'll rank them. Acuna, Ozuna, and Riley. I looked at the pitch mix. I put them in line just like that. Now, Ozuna's been in fuego, right? He's been on fuego. So however you want to do it, whatever the case may be, it is what it is, right? Houston Astros and Chicago Cubs. We got Jordan Wicks on the mound, J.P. France on the mound. A lefty and a righty. Now, Jordan Wicks' strikeout stuff been pretty good. Been pretty good. Don't know if I'm going to go to his strikeouts, but it is what it is, right? Now, I did have Kyle Tucker pretty high along with Yordan Alvarez versus lefties. Always, you know what I'm saying? Kyle Tucker has lefty-lefty splits, so he's in play for me. Those are 2 bats that I do like. I haven't been able to nail down things for my Chicago Bulls. For my Chicago Cubs, my favorite baseball team, and I haven't been coming on here giving you guys anything as far as bats wise every day for my Cubs. I just haven't been able to nail them down the way I feel like I want to, right? However, I'll tell you the 2 guys that popped from me, but I'm still not fucking with them, right? It was Bellinger followed by Morrell. Well, I just lost a few dollars on Morrell on back-to-back days. I was kind of pissed on about that. Then I get off of him. Then he hit his hits, runs, and RBIs. Either way it go, France been giving up runs Wick's been pitching okay. We'll see what's going to happen. We'll check the weather. That's when we'll get lines out. I guess when they definite on the weather. It's Windy City, whatever the case may be with that. But we definitely going to need the weather here, right? So check back with me, right? I might come up with something a little later on. Toronto Blue Jays and Kansas City Royals. Gausman been pitching like ass. I don't know what to say about this game as a whole. Chicago White Sox at Minnesota. Looking at Pablo Lopez case and his outs. If his outs come out at 17.5, even if this is a parlay piece, I'm taking it. And strikeouts in at 7.5. I mean, if his outs coming out at 17.5, I'm taking it. Even if it's a parlay piece, I wouldn't mind taking 18.5. His strikeouts sitting at 7.5. I like it. I'll take that. I'll take the ass whooping. If I miss on it, I miss on it. I don't want nothing to do with neither one of these offenses. Arizona Diamondbacks at St. Louis Cardinals. We got Steven Matz on the mound. We got Tommy Henry on the mound. Now, interesting things to point out here. I wasn't too much on the Cardinals bats outside of Contreras. He's facing a lefty. Anytime he's facing a lefty, so I'm going to have love for Contreras. I remember years ago when this whole Cardinals team used to hit lefties. So it is what it is. Matz, he's pitching his worst versus right-hand batter. Now, I'm torn between three batters, man. The guy who popped the most was going to be Christian Walker. But I just didn't like I didn't like the pitch mixes. Then Ketel Marte. He's been hot. I like the pitch mixes for him, right? He popped number 2. Then Lourdes Gurriel. He popped for power, right? Home run swing. So you can rank those guys like that, however you want to look at it. The more I was thinking about this game, the more I was leaning towards Arizona to win this game. I don't bet a lot of games, but do what you feel. Logan Gilbert, Dane Dunning. We got Seattle Mariners, Texas Rangers, right? I was looking at this game. I was looking at it, compared the pitchers. I get a pitcher lean towards Seattle here. Like 4 Seattle bats popped up before any Texas Rangers bat popped up. Keep in mind, these Texas Rangers do have some history versus Logan Gilbert. Some nice history as well. Here's another thing. I always target Logan Gilbert for outs. For outs and walks. Parlay pieces under 1.5. If you could catch his walks come out at under 1.5, you could jump on it. He went over one walk 3 times last year, right? And one of those times, it was against this very team. He had 4 walks versus them. So take that with whatever you want to take it with. I can't remember the order of bats. But they were all in favor of Seattle. I can go over here and tell you. I can slide in and tell you. Raleigh was number 1. I don't remember who was number 2. I know I seen Raleigh up there, Julio up there. I seen J.P. Crawford up there. Oh, Polanco somehow was number 2. It was Raleigh, Polanco, Crawford, then Julio. I'm just the messenger, right? I'm just the messenger. Now, if you guys like Garcia, Corey Seager, if you think they just gonna pop, then you already know what to do with them. These guys are good at baseball. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, right? Let me get off this one. San Diego Padres at Colorado Rockies. Even though this game is at Coors, Coors produces, the most home runs and things of that nature. I still couldn't nail it down for some reason. I don't know, man. And I'm just not gonna force nothing. Baltimore Orioles at Los Angeles Angels. Right now, this is probably the top play of the day for here. and I'm just probably I ain't even gonna lie, I'm probably gonna go all out on this one here. Give me them Baltimore Orioles money line parlays, run line straights, right? I'm gonna tell you to order these three bats that popped for me. Let me see. I'm gonna give you the order of these three bats. The third bat, who the third bat was let's see. So the third bat was it was Westburg. Number 2 was Gunnar Henderson. Then number 1 was Santander. And I had to compare it, right? So Griffin Canning, boom, right? Griffin Canning, he's been ass, right? Looking at some of the StatCast numbers and all this shit here. 8 ERA, expected ERA at 5, expected slugging 527. Just look at his game logs. Is just he's giving up a home run in almost every game. 5 home runs versus Baltimore. They hit him for 5. Boston gave him 4. Oh yeah, and then gave him back-to-back games. Gave him 4, then gave him 6, and then Tampa Bay gave him 2. Right? Hasn't had more than he had 6 strikeouts versus Boston in one of those games. But you get the drift. He's giving it up, right? So at the end of the day, those guys were lefties. I want to say, right? Yeah. So I think he's only tossing like 2 pitches, right? Predominantly 2 pitches, I want to say. So so actually he's pretty much all over the place. Either way it go this year, the 4-seamer, 400 batting average on that. 375 on his changeup. On his curveball, 429. All his expected numbers pretty much stay up, right? 250 on the slider, right? And then you got guys like I said, Santander. This boy ass is in trouble. At the end of the day, he's in trouble, right? He's in trouble. He's in trouble. So right now, Santander, for whatever reason he popped in number 1. I don't know, but I don't really know. But that changeup, he's really hitting it pretty hard. The guy that I was looking at was Westburg, I want to say. I think it was Westburg. It wasn't Westburg. It was Adley. So you guys can pick your poison here. You guys can pick your poison here, right? And I probably could have put Adley at number 1, right? I don't know, but that sinker, that 364, that curveball 400, that slider 286, and that fastball 364. All of his expected numbers are up. 495, 350, 314, 240, 285, and 370. That fastball, man, 70% hard rate on that. The curveball 66 hard rate on that. 57 on that cutter. And like I said, Griffin Canning, that 4-seamer, changeup, curveball, slider, he's giving up the butt on all of it, right? And last but not least, it was who was it? Gunner. Oh, you don't want to. Gunner probably his numbers probably floating through the roof. I didn't even check Gunner's number. I want to check Gunner's numbers right here while we on tap. Right. So let's see. So Gunner's he does. We already know he's working with the power. Right. We do know that. The fastball, he's got a good whiff on that, man. He's been striking out. The K percentage is up on that fastball, but Canning, he's just probably giving up a 300-400 batting average on it, so he's helping out, right? But that sinker, small sample size for these guys at 357. That changeup, he's hitting that hard. All the rest of that shit is like all his expected numbers are up at 300, man, or better, right? All his pitches that he throws, expected number for the curveball 370, 700 slugging, right? 350 for that changeup, 400 for that slider, and 310 for that sinker, right? So all the pitches that he throws, he lighting those motherfuckers up, man. And then, like I said, you're gonna get the, they're gonna part the Red Sea for these batters, man. You know what I'm saying? So I really, really like these guys. I really, really like these guys here. As you can see, look at all that red. Look at all that red. Gunnar Henson, Westberg, Ryan O'Hearn, Colton Cowser, Ali Rusher, Mountcastle, right? Jackson Holiday gonna be, popping off. Santander down here. This lineup is off the chain, man. And then to put the icing on the cake, give me his strikeouts, right? Give him strikeouts. You got Grayson Rodriguez, right, on the mound. That's why I'm gonna end up taking. I might take him for the win. I might take his outs. I might take his run line. I might take all that shit. And on the book that lets you do that, and with alternates to go with it, that's ESPN Bet, right? ESPN Bet let you do all that shit. Let you go in. You know what I'm saying? But all the props ain't out right now, and that's why I'm up right now, just waiting on them. Just waiting, right? So right now we only got strikeouts out. Grayson Rodriguez, give me that. This shit just came out. Minus 115. Give me that shit, right? Because it don't matter, right? Versus right hand pitching. Los Angeles Angels, they top 10 in striking out with a 92 WRC plus. Hey, I could be wrong. Or at the end of the day, what's the money line look like on this game here? Because I can do some alternate and I can do some alternates and all that, right? Probably minus 200 though. Oh, minus 146. So the line's kind of fishy. So it is what it is, right? The line's kind of fishy. You get the run line at plus money. Do they have the strikeout props out over here on FanDuel? No, they don't. So it is what it is, right? Give me them on the money line. I'll do a player performance double or something like that, like 5Ks in the win, something like that. Get it down, 6Ks in the win, something like that. Get it down, right? So it is what it is. Last game on the docket, we're going to be looking at the San Francisco Giants and the New York Mets. Not one of my favorite games to target here. Logan Webb, his outs usually come out, I want to say, around 18 and a half. I don't know, man. I might just fall back from this game, man. I'll see how the rest of my day is going, right? Because this game comes on at 9:30, 9:45. I'll see how the rest of my day is going. Then I'll make a decision from there. With that being said, guys, I just come on here to try to help. You know what I'm saying? No big eyes, no little U's. At the end of the day, take what you like, leave what you don't. You guys got any plays, lay them on me. I'm more than, willing to help. At the end of the day, peace out, man.